Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We just came out here and already see a problem we got to take care of. Look who's out. Little Miss Hen. We got to get her back over with the goats. Shouldn't we have like a plan on how to catch her? Maybe she'll fly over. Maybe. She's trying. Going up there.
Or try and go through the hole that I just blocked.
Put pressure on her, she might jump. Maybe not. Okay, let's go try and catch her. And stay in there. Ooh, is there water in there? We got to get that water out.
Shouldn't be.
It rained last night.
Well, I dumped it out this morning.
Looks like water. Greg says he dumped it out. Let's go see.
Finish blocking.
Let's be Greg's accountability partner.
There we go.
Da-dun, 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 da-dun.
Oh,
Water.
I thought you were talking about that.
You're so full of it.
How's that?
Should have already been done. Hello. Everybody's ready to eat. It's not quite your turn yet. That's the new one. New cow. She's got an ear tag. That's how you can tell the difference in her. Bunch of flies, and she's a lot bigger. Good boy, Tucker. Are you being a good boy? Tucker really is being a good boy. He's really being a good boy. He's starting to stay out here a lot more often. I don't know if this is going to work. So we're leaving Tucker out here a lot more. I think our little boy is growing up, and I think he's starting to calm down enough to stay out with the goats. We're not completely ready to leave him out here when I'm not home, but we're getting closer to that, aren't we, buddy? Yeah.
Rain, stop being mean.
You outed me, buddy. I'm supposed to be just the cameraman, just here making a little vlog. Watch that turkey attack Greg. The turkey. Oh my goodness, guys. That turkey's waiting for Greg to come back out. Hey, Tucker, don't jump on this fence. Nope, get it. No, get down. You can't get on this fence. Nope. No, you'll break it. Get down. Okay. Nothing happened. Hey, where's your cow? Where's your little calf? Your little heifer? Where's yours? You don't have a heifer, do you? You have a steer. Yeah, a steer. Can I pet you? Hey, that's not nice. That was gross. I'm glad that went down there.
This is what I love.
That looks so fake. Back up and try that again.
I nearly slipped on cow crap.
That's what we need. I need you to slip in that right there. We got, hey, listen, we need content. That bird didn't give me any. Let's go. And I need you to slip and fall right there.
This is what I love.
What?
No dirty waters.
Well, they're dirty.
They're not.
There's a
dirty.
feather, huh?
Feather where?
A little bitty feather.
Oh,
A little white.
but I don't have to dump them out and refill them all the way. I just give them a little top off.
Yeah, but you do have to dump them out. Not today, but they
No.
will get nasty.
Yeah,
They get dirty.
They'll get algae on it, but that's later down the road.
Not as far as you think. with the pool there, Greg, we can get a tarp. Well, I don't guess right now because we don't have any. But we can put a tarp over this because the goats aren't going to get there to knock the tarp down because the water will be there. The reason we didn't put a tarp, we put the tarp there instead of on this fence here, along this fence, is because the goats won't leave it alone. They'll tear it up. It might not hold. Oh, that's nasty. They've been in the goat's water. This other one looks kind of clean. Yeah. But that one was absolutely filthy. Filthy. Hey, look, we got duck eggs all over the place. Well, okay, we've got 2. Try this cleaner one.
Yeah, this is a lot more clean.
Yeah, that one's cleaner.
If we take these, get 2 more cinder blocks and put them on cinder blocks. So the goats can get to them.
No, that's too high for the goats.
All the cinder blocks like this, where they put their front feet here and their heads here.
You want the goats to have to think to get a drink of water.
If it keeps the ducks out, yes.
Well, let's try giving the ducks a pull, because what we didn't show is as he got to the bottom of that second bucket, it was muddy. It was nasty. It wasn't as nasty as the first one, but it was. The ducks are getting it dirty. So we're coming up with a different plan somehow.
Be my luck, try step on one.
Let me see what you have. So we got a new layer. Show them the new one, because it's smaller. Those are duck eggs, and it's probably Mike laying the little ones.
Yeah.
Mike's probably a girl. I'm gonna go with girl.
Okay.
Say that again?
I don't really care what they think.
You need to care what I think. I say, guys, that he needs to clean this bucket because it's dirty and he doesn't want to. And I said, I'll put that on camera that he doesn't want to. And he says, what?
I don't care what they think.
Y'all heard that. Now, can we be friends now? Nope. Hey, listen, guys. Some of you have been asking about the garden, and we're going to show you that garden because the other day, Greg and I got out there and cleaned that garden out. It was bad. We had a lot of grass and weeds growing in it, and so we just made a little project out of it. Got out there, got it cleaned up. It's not perfect, but it looks a lot better than it did. And as far as producing, it's starting to produce. We don't have a lot of things there. Everything that we planted from seed into the ground didn't germinate. Let me reword that. Nothing that we planted from seed directly into the ground germinated. We did plant tomato plants from seed inside early this year, and then replanted them outside, and they are growing and producing. But the other plants that we have there, we actually bought and as small plants and planted them, and they are growing and producing. So on the potatoes, we planted them directly into the ground, and we planted the onions directly into the ground, and that would be the exception to what I had just said about purchasing plants. So the other day, I noticed that the potato plants had died down, but I don't remember them flowering. Greg swears that they flowered. I'm the one out there watering the garden, and he doesn't go out there except for when we go out to weed, and that's not very often, as you just saw. But so do potato plants have to flower? Do potato plants have to flower before you know? Caleb, no. I was just telling everybody how much of a good boy you were. You leave the goat alone. Anyway, do they have to flower in order to produce potatoes? Leave that a comment. Leave a comment below and let us know. Because I'm not sure that they did. I'm not sure that they flowered. Maybe they did. But did we get potatoes out of it? Watch and see. I'm about to go see if any potatoes grew. Do you want to be a part of that?
Yeah.
You do? All right, well, let's put that on hold and let's go check. You can see the watermelons already growing in here. There's a watermelon there, but these are potato plants that are died out, and so we're gonna go ahead and see if we get anything out of there. Oh, that's one. All right. Awesome. We just set it on the ground right now. Or you can, here, I'll set them over here. Hand them to me. I can set them on this dirt over here where there's nothing growing. More. No. Well, we can save. I think we can save those to see. We can't do the green ones. We can't do anything with the green ones. But those little ones, we can save them as seed potatoes. I think. I'll have to check into that. Like that one. Those. Yeah, let's save them. I want bigger than this. So I think, oh man, I think we can use those to plant again. I'm not sure. We'll have to find out. Be sure not to hit this watermelon. These little bitty ones, tiny ones. Can we use these to plant next year or no? Or could we use them to plant if there was enough time in the season? Are these any good? Do I keep these or throw these away? Hey, that's the watermelon plant.
Yeah.
And that's a watermelon you just tore off.
I did not tear it off. I plucked it.
Y'all saw it was on video. You just said you just plucked it.
I plucked it out off the ground.
Yeah, that's a watermelon.
Yeah.
That's what we got. And that is out of, I think this is like a 4x6. So there wasn't very many plants there. So that's not bad for just a small area like that. That's not nice. That is really not nice. That's rude. How come you come up to me and act like that? How can you walk up to me into my space? Come here, I'm talking to you. How do you walk up in my space like that and act so rude? Tell me. Yeah, you better back up. I'm not bigger than you, but I'll act like it. Come here. That's a good one. Nope, not do that. Told you. Go on. Go on. Let's go. That's rude. Whoa. Who are you? Where did you come from? You hot? You gonna let me pet you? No? For a Dexter, that is one big cow. I don't know if you can see on camera, but she is a lot heavier. She's a little bit taller than the others, but she is a lot heavier than the others. And she's the same age as this one right here, a couple of years old. Actually, that one might be 3. This one's 2. Nah, sister, you don't come back over here. You done wore out. You're welcome. You just keep on moving. Tucker knows better. She's a heavy cow. I mean, you know, for a little cow, she's a big cow. These are Dexters. Chase, this is why we can't have anything nice. So we have these plum trees in the front yard, and this year, guess what? We got some of those plums and we made plum jelly out of it. That's the first time that I've ever done that. And some of my goals this year have been to work more on having a garden, learn how to grow things, and harvesting and preserving food. Probably jelly is not the, you know, the prep item you want to preserve, but I'm plum tickled about making this plum jelly. A friend of mine came over and helped us with the jelly. She's done it before. She's done jams and jellies and canned and preserved food, and so she came over and helped us. We did make a mess. We made a very big mess. But we've got beautiful jars, very large jars, but beautiful jars of jelly sitting on the kitchen counter, and I am just super stoked about that. So she was just there to guide us and help us through the process. She let us do most of it and just talked us through it so that we can, you know, actually learn, and you know, you get more out of doing rather than sitting and watching or listening. So being in the kitchen, cooking anything, doing anything in the kitchen is not something that I typically enjoy, and didn't necessarily have fun making the jelly, but the idea of making your own jelly, preserving your own food was very exciting, and Greg enjoyed it. He enjoyed helping us do it. He got involved as much as he could in the whole process as well. So I'd say that's a win-win. So while she was here, we went out to the garden and we looked at the garden and actually harvested some cucumbers and okra and a watermelon. Greg really wanted a watermelon, and we were checking out this watermelon, and we don't know how to determine when a watermelon is ready. Usually it's in the store and it's already ready to go. I do know, or I've heard, that there's supposed to be like a spot where they've set on the ground and it's supposed to sound hollow, like when you tap on it or when you knock on it. And this watermelon looked to be about the right size, and when we tapped on it, it sounded more hollow than all the others out there. So we took it in to see what we got. Greg was really excited about eating watermelon. He loves watermelon, and to pull one out of the garden and to eat it was something he was really looking forward to. But unfortunately, that watermelon wasn't quite ready, and he was very, very disappointed, and so was I, but not as much as Greg was. Leave in the comments below if you know how we can tell when the watermelon is ready. And also, we have cantaloupe out there growing, so go ahead and put in the comments how to tell when a cantaloupe is ready to eat as well. So something I've mentioned many, many times before is I'm a first-generation homesteader or farmer, whatever you want to call it. So we are learning how to do all of this stuff, learning how to harvest food and grow our own food. And I'm more new to the garden than I am the animals, because I have a greater interest in the animals, but the need is in the garden, I think. Hello, ladies. Greg's getting your food right now. I hear it cooking on the stove. He said something about going to the store and getting some flour, but I think he's back.
The moment they've all been waiting for.
What, you arriving?
With food, yes.
Those are little cubes, aren't they? Excuse me, Bertha. There she comes. There she comes. She knows we save her some.
Hey, you.
I'll run you off. You've been mean today. Go on. Go on. Excuse me.
Move along. Nope.
This is our heifer. She knows we save some for her because they run her off all the time. Ain't that right? She's not the nicest one, but we have an understanding. So I feel like the most important thing to start focusing on now is the garden, learning how to grow things, learning how to start things from seed, and most importantly, learning how to preserve things. Okay, maybe that might not be most important because you have to have something to preserve, but I think I need to have a way to preserve my food in case, you know, in case. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please consider clicking one of these two videos up here in the corner because that really helps the channel with the algorithm. Hit that like button, leave a comment below, and share this out with your friends. Thank you guys.